Hello, my name is Nancy Furbus, and I'm talking about the movie Split. This movie is about the disorder called the dissociative identity disorder. This movie is in a city, and he lives in an underground zoo in like the maintenance level where no one knows he lives. So they have four main identities, which is Barry, Hedwig, Patricia, and Dennis. And Barry was the main one, but then Hedwig, Patricia, and Dennis all took over Barry. So now Barry is not does not get the light anymore because of what Patricia, Dennis, and Hedwig wanna like achieve in what they're doing, because they want everybody to understand who the Beast is and what he does. And they were all created in their own different ways because of the trauma that Kevin had undergone as a child with his mother and what his mother did to him. So he had to create these identities to survive what his mother put him through. And this diagnosis is definitely one that someone can be able to go to different identities for, just so they can live through and work through each situation that the host body goes through. And all the identities are very introverted. Like, they all like stay to themselves. Besides Barry. Barry is the one that comes out and is more like talkative to people because he is very easygoing. But the main one that is like the problematic is Dennis, because he is the one that likes teenage girls, and which is very bad, because to have an identity that is on the verge of being a predator is not a good thing to have in the light, especially as a DID patient. You want to have someone who can control and be able to like let people into the light that you want to have in the light, and not like overrun and do things that you wouldn't want them to do. And they all have like their own identity. They have their own personality, their own what they wear, everything on this. And each identity can have their own identity and have their own like self-being, because the main body doesn't have control over the person that is in the light at the time. So the person in the light at the time has what they want to do, and if they want to do it, they'll do it. And when they go to like when the different identities go to sleep, other identities can come into the light. And that's what happens in the movie. When they need help, the other identities have come into the light and not been able to like take control, because they didn't want to make the other ones mad. So they would come into the light for a good like probably 30 seconds and email their therapist to be able to get help. And treatment based, you can talk to people, you can have different experiences, you can talk through different ways to control who has the light in the person, and can become a better way to be yourself and not have someone that you don't want in the light be in the light. And in my opinion, like a broader perspective, is that people with DID are kind of like a mental head case, but like they are a mental head case because they have multiple different personalities that can bring up different problems in different situations. Like if you're in a situation where one identity knows someone and the other one doesn't, like it could be problematic in that way. And a very good like saying I would say is like, it's a calm before the storm, because you never know what identity is going to come into the light next. And it can be very traumatic to other people that don't know that this person has DID, and can change the way that people look at you when they really shouldn't. And different identities don't know what the other identities go through, because they don't really talk about it that much besides the three main identities, and can make sure they know what is going on in their prospect of in their view of the world, so that they don't get into different troubles with different people.